Hey MGTOWs, this is Vention. I'm bored out of my mind, so I'm going to take off north and look at an electrical problem that one of our MGTOW is experiencing with his truck. So I'm just throwing some electrical tools together and I'll take off north. I'm feeling kind of drained though, so I will probably just go there, access the manuals, and study the problem, and camp overnight in the camper, and then basically tackle the problem in the morning. That's the cool thing about the camper, is I can just go anywhere, and I have sort of a quasi home to be comfortable in. So good times. I'm going to bring the Buddy heaters this time because I was cold as fuck last time. I just thought I would chime in on what MGTOW and Bitcoin is Freedom is talking about. Every once in a while you get a MGTOW who decides to get a girlfriend and like move in with a woman or something and then say that they're still a MGTOW. I think Paul Elam was doing that for a while. And he insisted he was a MGTOW, but he was living with a woman, so that is the established standard of MGTOW is no marriage, and you don't move in with a woman, and you don't allow a woman to make you a father against your will. Those are the three standards, and I don't understand if you don't want to embody those standards, then you are not a MGTOW. But that doesn't mean that you are not red pill. For example, RPM, Red Pill Married, and the Straight Shooter make excellent MGTOW content and red pill content, even though they are married. So I don't see what the big deal is. Technically, he can't, if he wants. I mean, he's saying, because of my freedom, I want to be able to say I'm a MGTOW, and you must say that I'm a MGTOW too. But that's not how it works. We are individuals, and if we decide to have a standard and follow a standard, and you step outside that standard and then demand that we follow your standard instead of our own, then you will not get a lot of traction, I'm afraid, and your channel won't take off, and you will not have a lot of people following you, and it is what it is. If you live the MGTOW lifestyle and make MGTOW content, you can of course be a MGTOW, and everybody will agree with that you're a MGTOW. But if you get married or start having sex with a lot of women unprotected, you're not a MGTOW. And if you give a woman a kid, you're not a MGTOW. And if you move in with a woman, you're not a MGTOW. Going outside of the standards and then being angry because all of the other MGTOW disagree whether or not you're a MGTOW, well, I don't know how productive that is. If you want to call yourself a MGTOW, you can. But you can demand all you want that all the MGTOW community change our standards and decide that you are a MGTOW, even though you're living with that woman. I assume that you're living with her. And then, so you're going to be disappointed. We will not, almost certainly not, agree that you're a MGTOW. And I'm sorry if that upsets you, and that is the standard of the MGTOW community as a general rule. And if you want to demand that we drop the standard of living with a woman as part of MGTOW, well, you will have fewer MGTOW who agree that you are a MGTOW. It is what it is. I am a MGTOW. I will not marry. I will not move in with a woman. I will not give a woman a kid. I have no desire to pay child support. So yes, I'm a MGTOW. Okay, MGTOWs, that's about all I got for you. I'm going to throw some more electrical tools in the truck and take off north, and then look at those manuals and study the job, and then probably tomorrow I'll jump on it. Good times. Later. Oh, and don't get married.